There's this J. Cole lyric that goes something along the lines of, if God was understanding, he'd understand what someone goes through and want to take somebody's life that's same skin color as them, or for a man to beat on his wife. And I wrote in a poem, I put both what he said and what I said on screen. I think I said something like, did he mourn for Cain? It's a very mature way of what J. Cole said. It's a very mature way of looking at God and what he is, and based on what we've been told, because it's said that God is understanding, he's complacent, but also fighting is bad. But in my personal opinion, along with J. Cole, I feel like he'd understand what would cause a man to go do something as heinous as that. I understand that he would go through, with the Cain and Abel situation. Does he mourn for Cain? Going back to what J. Cole said, if he'd understand what would cause somebody to go and take somebody's life. So, with God being understanding, would he understand, not saying that it's right, but would he understand what would go through his mind or his heart for him to even think that's the appropriate solution to go and take his brother's life? Or in a situation where the guy that had the rainbow robe and his brothers killed him, would God understand their thinking into doing something like that? And would he mourn for them, even though punishing them? Because it doesn't matter what they did is wrong, but would he mourn, and would he understand what would cause somebody to even create or even do or commit a heinous crime like that?